Coming up on This is Arlington.
We'll see a special look on a teacher who is making an impact.
Also, stay tuned for baseball and softball updates.
What's going on, Tigers? Welcome to This is Arlington, your source for all things Tigers. I'm Sebastian Oliveros.
And I'm Brooklyn Knight. Let's dive in.
Arlington High School Student Council attended the TASC conference, representing our council with pride, leadership, and dedication. Throughout the event, our members are recognized for their hard work and commitment to service. Allison Perez earns third place in the essay competition. Abigail Cronow receives the All-Star and Impact Award. Emerson Wiles is honored as Member of the Year. Lucy Ravila earns the Above and Beyond Award, and Cooper Hawkins is presented with the Legacy Award. Our council also celebrates a major honor as we receive Del Hawley Award, the highest recognition the board can bestow on a student. As a council, they continue to excel. We won first place collaboration for our Make-A-Wish project, third place for education for DLD Day, and second place for Scrapbook, created by Addison Bradley. Our achievements earned us both 4-star council and a platinum council distinctions. We also celebrate Chris Davis, named Administrator of the Year, becoming the first Arlington administrator ever to receive this honor from TASC. Our council represents leadership, service, and excellence as they continue to make a mark on the community.
Every year it brings me to tears just to see where students were and where they've come, to see the fruit of their work get recognized.
It's the number that has obsessed scientists and mathematicians for thousands of years. On March 14th, we celebrate pi. It's the mathematical constant, approximately 3.14159, that defines every circle in existence. Pi is everywhere. Mathematicians have calculated over 31 trillion digits, and we're still nowhere close to the end. Each year at school, Pi Day is celebrated, bringing fun crafts and circle foods to school for everyone to enjoy. This year, we made pie chains, graphs, shirts, and more to represent the digits of pi.
And Melanie Anderson has been a big part of Arlington High School since 2014, and now her work in the classroom is getting statewide recognition. Anderson has won the Tennessee Arts Academy Teacher Hero Award, an honor that highlights her talent, creativity, and devotion to her students. Over the years, she has helped grow Arlington's art program into one that stands out for its creativity and impact. The Tennessee Arts Academy Foundation says the award shines a light on teachers who are making a remarkable difference through the arts.
Wow, I'm just so honored and humbled. It feels amazing. It was such a surprise, and just very, very appreciative. Yeah, it's just so nice when you do what you do and you try really hard, you work really hard, and somebody recognizes that. It is definitely, it's nice to get a pat on the back, and it's not why we do it, but anytime you get recognized for something you're doing like that, it is very rewarding.
We are getting into the thick of the spring sports season, and Arlington baseball is off to a strong start in the first half of this year. The Tigers ride a 5-game win streak into the midway point of the season, with impressive wins over DeSoto Central and rival Bartlett. Arlington dominated DeSoto Central 15-9 before run-rolling Bartlett twice earlier this week to improve to 14-4 on the season. The players credit their earlier season success to their bond off the field.
Like almost every weekend we hang out as a big old group, and we bond good. So
yeah,
that will never be a dull moment in our senior class.
I think that's what's gonna has led to our early success in the year, and we just need to keep it going throughout the year.
Yeah.
Debut of high school boys volleyball in West Tennessee, and Arlington is now part of that history. The Tigers are off to an 0-2 start after a pair of hard-fought losses to Collierville, one at home and one on the road. In one of those matches, Arlington jumped out a 2-set lead before Collierville rallied to take the final 3 sets. AHS will look to bounce back Monday when the Tigers host Rossville Christian Academy at 6 o'clock.
Abigail Neighbors is only a freshman, but she's already become a big-time arm for Arlington softball. Connor Peters stopped by practice to learn more.
But I was just really nervous and excited at the same time. Most freshmen are still adjusting to the speed of the game, but Abigail Neighbors has been thrown right into the fire and answering every call. The homeschooled 9th grader has been trusted as a varsity starting pitcher, and she's rising to the moment.
Hey, let's go. Infield getting one, outfield two.
Neighbors has thrown a team-high 58 innings this season, posting the best ERA on the team at 2.56, and totaled 17 strikeouts with just 11 walks. But her impact goes beyond the numbers. It's the way she's handled the pressure of growing up fast in one of the game's toughest roles.
I knew everybody was behind me and was going to back me up.
And that support has made all the difference. For a young pitcher learning on the fly, her teammates have made sure she knows she doesn't have to carry it all alone.
You don't need to put all the pressure on yourself because you have 8 other girls on the field to back you up.
What could have been a year of early growing pains has quickly turned into a story of trust.
She's pitched really, really well, far exceeding expectations. She's given us a chance to win every game.
With her team behind her every step of the way, the freshman has already become one of Arlington's biggest difference makers.
All the hard work does pay off. You just got to work hard, stay humble, and know you can, and believe in yourself.
Neighbors racked up another win last night, run ruling Lakeland 12-2. Neighbors had 7 strikeouts while Hadley Edwards' bat was on fire as she recorded 4 RBIs. The Tigers improved to 5-4 on the season.
Baseball is back, and it comes with old stars on new teams and a brand new ABS system. The 2025-2026 season started, and it came with some heartbreak a couple weeks before. Team USA lost to Team Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic. But with that comes the regular season that started with 2 promising baseball teams facing off. The Giants came off a rough start last year, but after acquiring Tony Vitatello as their new manager, things are looking to turn around. Also, the Yankees coming off of a disappointing playoff run where they lost to divisional rivals. The Blue Jays are looking for the All-Star Aaron Judge to lead them into another title.
Gone are the days of baseball managers getting super angry at the strike zone, yelling at the umpires, and then getting kicked out of games, because now players can challenge whether or not they think a call was a ball or a strike. So batters, pitchers, and catchers can now challenge directly after a pitch if they think the call was incorrect by just tapping on their head. Now, within about 10 seconds, this animation will play showing exactly where the pitch landed.
Baseball is back, and it comes with old stars on new teams and a brand new ABS system. The 2025-2026 season started, and it came with some heartbreak a couple weeks before. Team USA lost to Team Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic. But with that comes the regular season that started with 2 promising baseball teams facing off. The Giants came off a rough start last year, but after acquiring Tony Vitatello as their new manager, things are looking to turn around. Also, the Yankees coming off of a disappointing playoff run where they lost to divisional rivals. The Blue Jays are looking for the All-Star Aaron Judge to lead them into another title.
Gone are the days of baseball managers getting super angry at the strike zone, yelling at the umpires, and then getting kicked out of games, because now players can challenge whether or not they think a call was a ball or a strike. So batters, pitchers, and catchers can now challenge directly after a pitch if they think the call was incorrect by just tapping on their head. Now, within about 10 seconds, this animation will play showing exactly where the pitch landed.
Prices spiking all over the country to new footage of bombings in Iran. Bailey Rye has more.
Massive numbers of protesters participated in Saturday's No Kings rally across the country, and it wasn't just in big cities.
In Fort Lauderdale. From honking on the street Donald Trump has got to go, to chanting on the sidewalk. Fort Lauderdale getting loud with their renewed calls for change, challenging President Donald Trump during a wave of demonstrations. The No Kings protests popping up nationwide and back here in South Florida once again.
Little by little, we are making progress, and it's good progress. I want answers, and I want change.
Some say more needs to be done, and that this third chapter of the No Kings protest comes at a critical time for the country, amid controversial ICE enforcement and U.S. military intervention in Iran. Within 1 month, the war weighing heavy on the economy.
I see the difference in the prices. Look at the gas. And every time I go to the grocery store every week, things have gone up. Every time I go back, things have increased.
We're not doing great. Our inflation is up, our gas prices are up, our food prices are up, but yet he's saying the alternative.
He's not taking care of us. He's supposed to be taking care of us first. Remember, his slogan is America first, not Venezuela, not Cuba. I just don't understand what's going on.
Nearly 24 demonstrations were planned throughout the region. Hundreds packed Oakland Park Boulevard right by Federal Highway. This area has been dubbed the Fort Lauderdale Freedom Corner. Alongside Coral Ridge Mall, they're putting pen to poster boards, sending a distinct message to Washington.
We're not going to stop. We, the people, are going to stand up against this current administration because what's going on in America, this is not America.
The Pentagon. This video shows U.S. bomber strikes on an Iranian ammo depot. It's from President Donald Trump's social media feed. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the site is in Esfahan. It's about 250 miles south of the capital, Tehran. Hegseth says the U.S. conducted hundreds of strikes Monday night. Hegseth also says the U.S. has options for boots on the ground. He says the Pentagon isn't disclosing them because it doesn't want Iran to learn about U.S. plans. President Donald Trump's threats to Iran's energy infrastructure sent oil prices spiking Monday, and fears of further escalation are hitting Americans harder at the gas pumps to start this week. Karen Kafa has the latest from Washington.
The White House Monday downplaying fears of further escalation after President Donald Trump's threat to, quote, take the oil in Iran and strikes against Israel by Iran-backed Houthi rebels.
Talks are continuing and going well. What is said publicly is, of course, much different than what's being communicated to us privately.
But fears of a longer conflict prompted another jump in global oil prices Monday.
It takes time for for this kind of a shock to play out into the market.
According to AAA, the average U.S. gas price edged up to $3.99 Monday, the highest since 2022. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said it's still too soon for the central bank to gauge how the conflict, now in its fifth week, will impact the overall U.S. economy and inflation.
We will eventually maybe face the question of what to do here. We're not really facing it yet because we don't know what the economic effects will be.
Meanwhile, Matt Schultz, chief consumer finance analyst for LendingTree, says their research shows households are already taking steps to protect their budgets.
Some people are even going and filling up with gas a day or two early to get ahead of things because they know that it's probably going to cost more in a few days.
Analysts at Macquarie Group said that Brent crude oil could climb as high as $200 per barrel if the war continues until the end of June. That would amount to a U.S. gasoline price of $7 per gallon. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
Well, guys, we have seen that gas prices have been going up with the whole global situation. So how have you guys been affected by this?
Well, I haven't really been filling up. I haven't let my gas go like below the half meter because I don't even want to know how much money I would spend if it did get empty.
Well, I made that mistake, and it was a lot. I'll just tell you that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been crazy, but you know, hopefully the whole government things gets resolved and we can get some things normalized again. But that's all for today, Tigers. On This Is Arlington.
Remember to turn on post notifications so you don't miss new episodes.
And be sure to look out for Tiger Life's upcoming live stream broadcasts.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great week.